Hello everybody and welcome back to Icebane Gaming. Today I am joined by my friend,
Gunnar, hello everybody.
yeah, and we are going to be working as store employees. And yeah, we have a Karen on our hands. Alright, let's get started then, eh?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Karen sees. Karen is an enraged, fast, and reckless woman armed with vicious words as well as her knife, out looking for you and the manager's blood. I find the complaints plastered all over the mall using security cameras and stealth to save your life and job before dawn. We could do normal difficulty, hard difficulty, or easy difficulty. Probably normal.
Sure.
Yeah. Karen sees. Hey Bob, that crazy lady broke in again, leaving complaints around the mall. Take them down and report back to me, kid. Or else you're fucking fired. Be kind, boss. Alright. So.
Whoa, that looks like your own, dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are the notes? It's probably a Slender type clone. Oh, there she is. She's in the main area. George Blue says be kind. We got a cookie. Alright. Find the complaints. Employees only. I'm an employee. Alright. Where are you, Karen? Where are your notes?
They just left all the burgers out, man?
Yeah. Found a note.
Oh, there you go.
C? Wow. C plus. Oh, hello, Karen. Get out of here, Karen. It's after hours.
She's cooking, man. She is fast.
I'm going into the women's bathroom. Occupied. Occupied.
You have 3 shitters occupied after hours, man?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I heard what sounded like a note. The sensitivity on the camera is pretty intense. Oh. It's bad. Get out of here!
Oh, she's coming, man.
She got us.
Damn.
Yeah. We found 2 complaints, and we have survived a minute and a half.
Oh.
So what you think?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe. So you how many complaints you gotta find before?
I'm gonna guess Slender rules, and there's 7.
7. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Alright. So now we have to find our complaints before Karen gets mad. Alright. I'm zipping along. I don't see her.
There you go.
Oh, it's bad. The men's restroom. Oh, we need to fix this.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
You better go. You better get going there.
Alright. I see you. Hello. Staff only. You're not allowed back here.
That'll stop her.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh fuck! Holy shit! God damn, bro.
I heard the doors opening. You had no warning.
Yeah.
I found 1 complaint. So she does go into the employees only place like a real Karen.
That was scary, man.
Yeah. Speaking of Karens, there was a male Karen at work today who asked me to cut a ham for him with our meat cutting machines that we use for raw meat. And the ham is already pre-cooked, so I had to tell him no, and he said that he has it done all the time. and I've been working there 6 months. Oh, hello, Karen.
She's fast. She's getting used to you, man. She's learning your patterns.
Stay away from me.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes like people just get so adamant that they're right, like when they're just confused, but like you can't fucking tell it.
And then he told me that he'll be back tomorrow to try to get his ham cut, and I was like, well, good luck with that. If you speak to my manager, he'll tell you exactly what I told you.
Yeah, see, we don't give salmonellas with our hams, brother.
Yeah. I think that's how you get away, is you run and hide somewhere. Let's go to the guitar store. Ooh.
We got a guitar center in the mall.
It's bad. Alright. I could hide in here. That probably means that she knows where I am. Alright, let's run over here. The gym. The mall gym. We have 2 notes.
You gotta get a pumping after all those cheeseburgers, man.
Yeah.
All those food court cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Death. Okay. Does that mean she's coming? I can't go out this way. Alright. She's coming.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, you better get going there.
She's catching up to me.
Uh huh.
Oh.
Just get some wheels on her.
Up I go. Cruising. She's downstairs. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. Come on. Come get some. Come on. You got it. This way. This way. I'm going downstairs. Can't get me. Oh, hello. Okay, I can't go there. Oh, she's calling me a devil.
Oh.
See? Probably upstairs. Shopping carts. Ooh. A key.
Oh. Oh, she's distracted by the melons. I got a minute. Okay.
Okay, I need to get out of here. Alright. Arcade zone. Okay.
They got Dig Dug?
I don't think so.
Oh man.
They have Dance Dance Revolution.
Should get Dig Dug.
Yeah. She's over there.
Is she in the fountain?
Yeah, she looks mad.
Probably because she's getting wet, dude.
Yeah. She's taking a shower. I think I've already been in here.
Oh, you were so close.
I don't need a flashlight.
3 more.
Yeah. Found 7 complaints. We survived almost 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah. You want to have a go?
Yeah, sure.
Here, you'd have the reins. You have the headphones. Now you could hear her talk.
So what's the
The controls are basic WASD.
Okay.
And you click to activate things. So sprint is shift. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so let's go here, and then we go here,
Yeah.
and here.
F is for flashlight. So if you wanted to turn it off, you can.
Okay, we gotta find some complaints here.
Yeah.
Go to shift. Okay, there, now we're. I crouched. How do I uncrouch?
C.
C for crouch. I'm gonna. Dude, she's gonna get me.
Yeah. Evidently, Karen learns the more you play.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so she gets better at seeing you. Much like Karens in real life. One time I had a Karen asking me if we had any boxes in the back, and I told her no. So she went into the back and got some herself. When people that aren't employees are not allowed in the back.
Oh, yeah. I'm honestly guilty of going into the back of grocery stores and grabbing shit when they're not on the shelves.
There's a note right there.
Where?
Right next to you. You're moving the mouse quite a lot. There you go. And I've seen 3 so far.
You've seen 3?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not very good at this. Alright, let me get...
Yeah.
I feel like he carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my wrist is all janky here. Can't really do this.
Yeah. Any good Karen stories?
Oh yeah, dude. So one time I was working at Paradiso. There was this dude who's like, okay, so there's like, I was a waiter and we have like 3 different kinds of queso there, and there's like, anyways, this dude thought that he wanted queso blanco, which is like, it's, I don't know, it's basically just like melted cream cheese. Yeah, it's, but this dude, and so I bring him queso blanco, like, this isn't queso blanco. I was like, yeah, it is. And then he's like,
there's a note.
Where?
There you go.
Oh, a key.
Yeah.
But anyways,
there she is. Run.
Shift.
She's behind you.
Ah, that's caps lock, bro.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Oh god. Alright.
So queso blanco.
Yep. And like, obviously I'd been working at that restaurant like 3 years at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, I knew that was not queso blanco. So it's like, did you mean queso fundido or whatever? Like, or like some other kind of queso? And anyways, he ended up getting so pissed at me to the point where he like stood up and like slapped me on the back, and he's like, well, if you're too high to get it, I'll go get it myself. And then like he stormed off, and it was his wife's birthday too, which is kind of the best part, because she was just absolutely mortified that this dude is being such a dingus. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know why people gotta be that upset. I mean, I guess there's probably some other shit going on with them, but
it's kind of like an older mindset to want to complain whenever something's not going your way.
Right.
Even if it's like, it's actively rules of a business, some people just can't get it through their head that everybody has to obey the same rules.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, it wasn't even a rule. It was literally this dude was just confused on like what he wanted, and I was trying to help him with that. Then he got mad at me.
Where the customer doesn't know what they want.
Exactly. Like, he thought he was singing it just the wrong thing, which is whatever. But like, I don't know why he had to be right so bad.
Yeah. You move the camera around quite a lot.
I'm not used to this, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I think,
Swap back over.
Yeah.
Tell more Karen stories while we're playing a game about Karens. So, he didn't get his cheese, did he?
No, I mean, I think he ended up getting the kind of queso that he thought was queso blanco, but it actually was a different one. But I don't know. That's probably the worst one I've had. Because after that job, I was pretty much over the customer service industry. Like, I switched to the back of the house after that. So, not because of that like specific incident, but like after I left that job, I was just like, yeah, I'd rather not deal with people.
Yeah. Oh, she's coming.
Shit. That's quick.
I heard her enter the bathroom, and I was cornered. Alright. But, let's see. Another Karen story. which I guess they're called like Stevens or something, like when they're a guy.
I think Ken's.
That's
Ken's
it.
or something, or Kevin's. I think it's either Ken or Kevin. I don't know.
Yeah, every time that I'm working at like, well, at this job that I'm currently working is a customer service meat market. So I get a lot of Kens more than, or Kevins more than, Karens.
Dudes love meat.
Yeah, and like one time there was one that was asking if I could remove all of the meat from a tray, which was a no-go because that's unsanitary, so that he could see all of them.
Oh.
And I told him we can't do that because we can't.
Right.
I'm recovering stamina. And yeah, I told him no, and then he told me to just put it up on the counter for him, and this is during COVID time. And I was all like, no, I can't put it up on the counter for you to look at every single piece, because if I do, I could get fired.
That's kind of gross, man.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for her to lose me. I told him no to that as well, and he looked at me and said, "Why don't you do your fucking job?"
Oh, no.
And I was all like, I am, sir. I am doing my job. So which meat do you want from the top row on this this tray? Which one do you want? And then he was like, that one. And I gave it to him, and then he sheepishly said thank you because he realized that he was being an asshole to me.
Oh my god.
After telling me to do my fucking job, and I was like, I am, sir. This is my job.
Dang, well. At least he felt bad about it. At least he wasn't like a total megalomaniac. It was like a little conscience. That's strange, man. I wonder why he just like got so heated all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm very used to people just.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, she was behind me.
She saw you going for that.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
She told me to get smarter.
Yep.
But every time I die, she gets smarter. So she learns your patterns, and she tries to follow them. And I keep using the same pattern of going over there and grabbing that. I'm gonna do a different pattern. Look at me. I'm going into the shoe store. Can I hide in here? No. Can I hide in here? Ooh.
You shut the curtain?
No.
Oh.
She called me a murderer. You're one to talk, bitch. She said she needs an apology right now. I think that's because I called her a bitch. Yeah, that's one of the many I've experienced at this current job.
Damn, why do you get so many at
The people that come into the meat market, they sometimes don't know what they want. And one time a person was asking for sweet onion marinades. And he kept pointing at the Caribbean jerk, and I went to reach for a sweet onion, and he called me an idiot. And I told him that that's not what the sweet onion is. Cause like that one, the signs got swapped.
Oh yeah.
And it took me like a minute to tell the guy that he was asking for the wrong one if he wants that specific marinade, because Caribbean jerk is like a slightly spicy barbecue type flavor sort of thing. And I ultimately was able to get him to calm down and hear me out that the sweet onion marinade is the yellow one and the Caribbean jerk is the red one. I know the difference because I marinate them.
Caribbean jerk is not yellow.
Yeah.
That's why do they gotta be? That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why you deal with so many salty people. Cause like when I had them, it was like a unicorn, man. It was like 1 in 1,000.
Yeah.
It seems like you got just one every other day.
Yeah.
I can't even think of any more.
Yeah.
Karens that I had, cause I don't know. I guess I got lucky.
Yeah. Like What's another good one? Oh yeah, when I first started working there, there was this very large, sweaty man with like a greasy comb over sort of thing with long hair, like comb over on the top.
Oh yeah.
He was one of those, and he asked me where the natural chicken was, and we don't have natural chicken. The closest we have is stuff without antibiotics. So that's what I offered him, and he called me an idiot. Oh. And I just sort of looked at him and was all like, well, if you think I'm stupid, then I'll just get back to work. And then my manager at the time, who no longer works there, but when she did, she did. She was going out to check on some stuff, and he saw her, and he was all like, so you guys don't have natural chicken? And then like she was like, no. And then he started hitting on her, talking about how like a natural chicken is better and stuff like that. And then he started bragging about having like timeshares in Las Vegas and stuff like that, like trying to convince her to go with him. And she just ultimately told him that she wasn't interested, and then stormed off and hid in the refrigerator. And like I went back there and like I asked her if she was okay and sort of stuff like that, but
Ew.
The guy was just this big, sweaty, greasy guy that probably never got any love. And he was just trying to hit on this poor female manager at a meat department who was like half of his age and definitely not his type.
Yeah.
But yeah.
40 years of not getting laid will rot your brain, man, I swear.
Yeah, it turns you into an evil person.
Yeah.
But I get laid plenty enough that I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Knock it, bro. Yeah. Toxic masculinity. Now she has a reason to kill us.
Oh, jeez. That's too misogynistic.
Yeah. Alright. Any other Karen stories?
Nope. I literally can't think of anything else. I've been so lucky in my day.
Yeah. One time I was customer support. Back for like a tech business. Like I would help people with their computer problems.
Yeah.
And there was this one lady who would come in every single day asking how to upload files from Word onto the Student Hub, because she was one of those older people that was trying to get a degree before she died in something that she had no qualifications for. Mm-hmm. You know the type. She'd come in every single time asking how to upload stuff from Word. There's a card in there, but she's coming. It got to the point of which I started being all like trying to teach her how to, so she could stop coming in. Mm-hmm. And she just wasn't taking it. And she kept asking. I worked with a guy called Jamal. It's a common name, so I'm not afraid to say it. She kept calling him Muhammad.
Oh boy.
Because he was Middle Eastern.
Oh,
and she just assumed his name was Muhammad.
That's not good.
Yeah. And she just kept going to him, and it lasted for like 2 or 3 months. And oh, she went into the employee only area. Here she comes. And one day, after 3 months of her just coming in every day asking for the same thing, I told her, you know what? That guy that you keep calling Muhammad, that ain't his fucking name. And I said his name is Jamal, and that she should stop calling him Muhammad, and that she needs to learn how to do these things so that she doesn't have to come in anymore.
Nice.
And she got very upset by that.
Man, that's how it should be, though. Like, you should be able to call people out on their shit like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And Where am I? Oh. She's outside. Later on, I saw her in the store again talking to my Middle Eastern associate.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, like oh, there's 2 notes.
Nice.
After she left, my manager, who was a bit of a nut job himself, ran out and looked in her car and then told us that the inside of her car was an absolute pigsty.
Mm-hmm.
But he went into her car.
Where did he go into her car?
Because he wanted to.
Oh.
I can't run.
What was he looking for in there? Oh, no, there she
is. I couldn't get away. Yeah, I've been telling the story quite distracted, so it's very jumbled up.
Oh no, I get the narrative.
Yeah, he said that her car was an absolute pigsty. I skipped ahead a bit because he ran out of the store when she was in the store, just like full on sprint. And myself, the supervisor, and the person I was training all just kind of watched him as he was sprinting out the store, and we just kind of shrugged and looked at each other and was like, oh, that's him, like, because he was always a bit of a weird guy. And after she left is when he came back in and was like, man, I just saw her car and it was fucking disgusting. And we were like, cool, so that's where you went?
Just go rummage through her car quick.
Yeah.
I guess, dude.
Yeah. And everybody that worked at the store knew who she was and hated her because she'd always ask the same questions and take like an hour of their time for something small. Mm-hmm. You know how like parents would ask how to do things on computers? She was essentially that, but for us.
Yeah, you should have told her about YouTube, how she could have just done half the stuff without coming in.
Yeah. Also, I should mention that this was a campus job, not at where I'm going to school now, but at a place I went to in the past. And there was a older professor who would come in every now and then to get his computer cleaned. And one time he forgot to close all the tabs when handing his computer over to the tech bench.
Oh no!
And they opened up his computer and saw a bunch of student professor porn. With like younger female students and older male professors on his computer.
Oh no. Oh no, dude. I knew that was coming. That's, yep.
Oh. But yeah. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
That was a job that I got paid $9.50 an hour to do manager type work because the manager would always shove his work off onto me.
Yeah.
I was not paid for it. Ooh. I was not paid extra, I should say. I need to keep an eye on my sprint. She's coming for me. Off we go. Okay, that's good. And yeah, I would have to like look for a new product to sell in the store and stuff like that when I was a base level position. And other people would get pay raises and promotions and stuff, but I never did because that wild and wacky manager I told you about, he hated me. He'd call me out at work meetings, being all like, hey Ice, quit dozing off back there. You need to be awake for the meeting. And I'd be like, I am awake, sir, and my head is up. I don't know why you think I'm asleep, because I am paying attention. Yeah, he'd just ignore that and just continue on. Oh, she got me. But yeah.
So he was just he entrusted you with all this responsibility despite not liking you.
Yeah, and he never gave me a pay raise or a promotion. So I was working for $9.50 an hour for 2 years. And I was also training in all the new employees who would get pay raises after they were done with their training, but I never did. So as a result, I would I'd work the closing shifts because I was used to doing like the point of sale system and like printing out the sheets of like the sales for the day and stuff like that, getting it all ready. You know, stuff that people would normally do in their supervisors. And yeah, I hated working that job, but it was something I was good at. And one of the many experiences I've had where I was doing manager work where I was not the manager. Every job I've worked, I've been like the guy that trains people in. The guy who does extra work that doesn't need to be done. Who does work out of work hours as well.
Yeah.
And I never get a pay raise. Like, I'm very underappreciated for my work. Even this meat department I'm working at, I asked for a pay raise after working there for 3 months. Because I was training in the employees and all that fun stuff that I'm very used to doing at this point. And they told me yes, and then ran me around for 2 months. And then I asked again. They said, I don't know why we said yes, because the answer was really no. And I was like, okay, thanks for not appreciating me enough to give me a raise. I'm making $14.25 right now an hour when I could work literally anywhere else in the area and get 17.
You can make 20 at some places now. It is just...
Yeah. But initially, when I got hired for this job, I was told I was get paid $14.50 starting. And then after I got hired, the manager called me, the store manager, and he was like, yeah, we don't know why we offered you $14.50. Because really, we can only offer you $14.25. Is that okay? And I was like, okay, fine. Like, I need a job. I guess it's fine. But that's technically a bait and switch right there. I could actually get them struck for that.
Yeah.
Because I was believing I would be paid more for my job. Right. But at the same time, I needed a job. So I was like, whatever.
But they... like, that's a quarter, dude. Why can't they just give you the quarter? It's like...
Yeah.
It's like $2 a day. That's weird.
Yeah. And they didn't even want to give me a raise when I asked for one. Evidently, they underpay all their staff at the store.
Oh yeah, grocery stores are not known for being places to get rich at.
Oh, this is a hiding place.
Can you go down?
No.
Oh.
But this is a place I could hide. Just stay in here until the shift starts for the next day.
Oh, there you go.
She's got to leave at some point.
Right, or just fall asleep or get hungry, right?
Yeah.
Just sit there for 48 hours, probably pass out from exhaustion.
Yeah. She needs an apology right now. But yeah. What other jobs have I worked? I worked my first job as a line cook for a local fast food restaurant in my hometown. Not saying what one. And there was a time where...
Oh, that was quick.
I was training in the new employees. That's a very constant thing with me. I'm always training in the new people. And I saw that the new employees, there were 2 of them at the time, they were just sitting around doing nothing during rush hour, like sitting next to the sink. And I pointed at the sink and told the one that was the most recently hired one to do the dishes. And I told the one that had been there for like a week longer to do sandwiches while I did everything else. Because splitting up the work based on what they're able to do. That's a manager thing. And I had understood that. And the actual managers saw me do that. And they yelled at me. And they tattled on me to the boss. And the boss came down to the basement one day when I was cleaning this the underground warehouse sort of thing where we kept all of our dry goods. And the boss was all like, so the managers have been complaining about you. And I was like, what happened? And they're like, evidently you told some of the new hires what to do. And I was like, yeah, because they were standing around doing nothing. And I thought, well, I don't want to be the only one doing everything during rush hour, so I split up the tasks and made them get to work and kept things going. And then she thanked me because I was doing something that the manager should do, but then she told me, try not to do that in front of the managers again, because I don't want to hear them complaining to me about you. And I was like, all right. But yeah,
Man,
that's...
that's weird. It's just like, they're new hires, man. Like, I don't know why that matters.
Yeah, but it was the managers feeling threatened by me doing their job when I was like 16.
Man, I don't know why you'd even want to be a manager at a fast food place.
Yeah.
Low level management just
Yeah.
like, so I work at FedEx right now, and like we got snowed out 2 days right before Christmas, so last week. Snowed out 2 days during like the busiest time of the year.
Yeah.
So it's been just an absolute clusterfuck since.
Yeah.
And basically they're just making it worse by trying to like push more volume through than the facility can handle. But the managers, man, they're getting fucked so hard. Like, cause you know, like we can just go home when our shift's over, right?
Yeah.
But like they're the ones who have to like deal with the logistics of it all and like stay like, you know, for 10 or 12 hours a day trying to just like figure it all out. But I mean, and for what, like 45,000 a year? Like, yeah, no thanks, bro.
Also, if anybody calls in, they have to pull long shifts.
Oh yeah, like the night shift, like they don't have enough people on the night shift. So our shift starts at 2 a.m. The night shift, which is the inbound, they sort all the packages coming into the facility. Their shift is supposed to be 4:30 to 8.
Yeah.
They were still there at like 1:30 a.m. when all the inbound people got there. So they were there 5 or 6 hours after their shift was supposed to end. And like, you know, if you just work there, you can just be like, yo, this is ridiculous, I'm going home. And it's like, what are they gonna do? Like, you're already there how long after your shift? The managers, man,
yeah, they have to stay if you call in as well.
Yeah, and so it's like no matter how bad it gets, man.
Also, they have to hear complaints from Karens like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
managing, just no appeal.
Yeah. I've worked a couple other jobs. One was security. I was not a manager there. I did not want to be management because I would have to get police training to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're a security coat, which is the manager, you have to have a police license. So technically security cannot arrest you, but the security coats can. Because they're authorized by law to be police officers. That's something that some people don't understand about police and stuff. Wow, this is very jittery. I hope this isn't how it's recording. Anyways, security. I worked for a very terrible casino. I got to see 3 people die, but was given no psych leave.
Saw 3 people die?
Yeah.
How? What happened?
2 from heart attacks and 1 from overdose. Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? So why'd they have heart attacks? Do they just
older people at a casino?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. That's
the
crazy.
worst one was one where her husband came running up to the scene, and we have to shoo people away for the respect of the people, being all like, please move along, like, out of respect of the privacy, that sort of stuff. Because I was on crowd control, I was not authorized to be first responder because I didn't want to be, like, feeling responsible myself for the life of another person. The guy pointed over my shoulder and said, "That's my wife!" And I was like, oh, okay. And then, like, the coat was like, let him in. Like, he has more right to be here than we do. That sort of thing. And that made me grind my teeth probably enough that I probably chipped one. Because it was such a stressful situation, and I was not given any psych leave. I yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's not so much a Karen moment as it is someone that is legitimately angry that they were getting stopped from seeing their loved one.
Who just fucking kicked her.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. That's
But,
oh my god, man.
Yeah. That's my security job, and the only other job I could remember off the top of my head that I've worked was a very cushy job where I was mixing chemicals. I got paid for 2 hours in the morning, and I could finish all the work in 30 minutes, and I still get paid for the 2 hours. And I was mixing photochemicals for campus where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. I would also work in the photo lab afterwards, like late at night after I'd be done with classes for like 3 hours. And I was supposed to watch the printers to make sure nobody steal the ink. And during my entire time working there, never had a single student enter the print labs while I was there. So I spent that time trying to learn guitar, doing jigsaw puzzles on the computer, and really doing a whole bunch of FA. And I was getting paid for 3 hours of work to basically be strumming my guitar in the top floor of the arts building when nobody else is in that building.
Yo.
So I would get paid for 2 hours in the morning to do basically like 15 to 30 minutes of work.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 hours to do nothing.
Yeah.
That's the cushiest job I've ever had, but I was making $11 an hour doing that. But that's essentially $55 a day for free.
Yeah, just hanging out basically.
Yeah.
55 hours for 15 minutes of work.
Yeah, I got really good at eyeballing amounts for chemicals. Like pouring them out, and I'd be all like, okay, looks like that's enough. Yep, it's enough. Pour it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Donald would have loved to hear that one.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's probably enough of running around with Karen for now. That's a good 45 minutes. See how much of it's salvageable. See how much of it glitched out because of encoding issues. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was a bunch of Karen stories. I barely was paying attention to the game.
Oh, I was a little.
Yeah.
We didn't really win.
No. But can you really win when you're working a customer service job? The answer is no.
No.
You can't win when you're working a customer service job.
No, it's mentally draining.
Yeah, thanks for watching.